my name is Gary Glassman, and I'm a CPA and financial consultant with Brzezinski & Company, located in East Haven, Connecticut. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a practice tip related to missed charges. All practices should maintain quality systems and controls for medical procedures and financial transactions. When it comes to client charges, it is extremely important to make sure client charges are appropriate and not overlooked. It has been quoted that up to 20% of veterinary charges can be missed because of poor controls. Charges entered for reading a medical record while the client is checking out just does not work. The use of circle sheets is quite common. However, even charges using these sheets can be overlooked. What should your hospital procedure be? Well, if you're using circle sheets, have the technician highlight the items while in the exam room as the procedures are being completed. Once the sheet is completed, count the number of procedures highlighted and put the number in the upper right-hand corner of the sheet. Once the circle sheet is completed and brought to the front desk, have the receptionist enter the charges, and while doing so, put a line through those items while she's entering those charges. When the process is complete, count the number of items that have been entered on the computer screen and compare them to the number that have been listed on the circle sheet. If the numbers match, initial it and put the date. For multi-day cases, have the circle sheets hang on the front of the cage or in a place where they can be easily reached so that as procedures are completed and drugs are administered, those charges can be added easily to the circle sheet. Each day, between the hours of 12 and 2 p.m., have the charges entered into the computer system. Once these charges have been entered, look at the total and compare them to the estimate that may have been given to the client. If the charges are getting close to the amount of the estimate, inform the doctor so that he may discuss with the client any further charges that may be incurred, so that if the estimate needs to be revised, it can be easily done so before the charges are complete. Utilizing this information and the tip that we have just provided should allow the hospital to make sure that they charge for all of the procedures and drugs that have been administered and ensure that the income generated for that hospital will be complete. By following these steps, you will easily find that you will not have missed any charges and your billings will be appropriate.